filled Georgia here at the Centennial Center on the campus of beautiful Georgia College. Sam Jones here with you, Connor King right alongside me as we have an interesting matchup, a Peach Belt Conference matchup between your Georgia College Bobcats and the USC Aiken Pacers. And Connor, should be a tight one.
Definitely, Sam. These two teams are very equally matched. Look at your hometown Georgia College Bobcats. They come in 4-4 in the Peach Belt Conference, overall 8-6. While on the other side, Aiken 5-3, slightly better Peach Belt record, but overall 8-4. So same number of wins. Should be a tight one here at Centennial Center.
Bobcats have played a lot of close ones lately. If you're a fan of free basketball, there's a good chance you'll get it today. Bobcats have played 3 overtime games in their last 4. They've only won 1 of them, though. They did get a win. They got back on track Saturday against Lander after a couple of tough overtime losses. Hopefully they can keep that rolling today against USC Aiken, but this is a very good USC Aiken team. A lot of firepower on this one. They're led by Donnell Dean, who's averaging 17.1 points per game, but 4 of their 5 starters in double digits on the year in scoring. So Bobcats defense has to show up in a big, big way today if they want to slow down the Pacers. Are going to need big games, of course, from Jordan Thomas and Isaac Thomas, the Thomas brothers, as you were, if you might want to call it. They may not look alike, but we'll call them brothers today. Bobcats are going to need a whole lot of big games from them if they want to pull out a win against USC Aiken. Going to be a fun one. Glad to have you with us on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. We'll be back with Starting Live some more in just a second. Hello, folks. Welcome back to Centennial Center. Sam Jones, joined by Connor King on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Apologies if we lost the stream there for a second. Hopefully we're back up and running full steam ahead for the rest of the day, as we got a good one here in the Old Capitol as the Bobcats take on the USC Aiken Pacers. Before we get things rolling, go ahead and tell you how both teams line up to start this one. For the Pacers, starting at guard, number 0, Marcus Terry gets the start. He's a senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Number 2, Faison Brock starts as well. A forward, checking in at 6'6", a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina. Henry Bolton III starts at guard, a senior from Avon Park, Florida. Number 23, Donnell Dean, talked about him in the pregame. He's the leading scorer for the Pacers. He's a 6'1" junior guard from Newnan, Georgia. And Robert Hill brings the height for the Pacers, 6'10" center, a sophomore from over in Lilburn, Georgia, just south of Atlanta. Head coach is Mark Vanderslice. He's joined by Corey Hendren, Trevor Welcher, and David Belfield. For the Bobcats, Jordan Thomas, JT, the stud freshman, gets the start today. 6'1", 190 from Conyers, Georgia. Garrick DeBoles, the redshirt sophomore from Marietta, gets the start. Isaac Thomas, the junior from Tryon, Georgia, gets the start. And Chapin Ryerson and Cole Roberts round out the starting lineup for the Bobcats.
Should be a tight game, like we said, Sam, as we're just about to get underway. 20 on the clock, as Bobcats in their white uniforms, green numbering, blue trim. Pacers in the blue uniforms, white numbering, red trim. Bobcats will get the ball going right to left across their screen. Pacers will go left to right to start off the game.
And Isaac Thomas with a 3-inch difference in height there between him and Hill wins the tip. Good sign for the Bobcats. Started things off. Roberts looking for anyone. Finds Jordan Thomas. Thomas down low to Isaac Thomas. Isaac finds Roberts from the free throw line, and it's good. A little bit of touch from the big man.
Good start for the Bobcats.
Pacers moving the other way quickly. Donnell Dean runs the point. Now kicks it out to Terry. Terry back around to Bolton III. Dean. Hill sets a screen. Dean cuts in. Ryerson's guarding him. Kick back out. 3 for Brock. No good. Rebound Roberts. Jordan Thomas. As Roberts goes to the floor, Cole's quickly back up. Thomas to Thomas. Isaac making a move. Finds Roberts. Roberts considered the 3 for a moment. May have been the first of his life if he had taken it. Thomas fakes the kick out, off the glass, up and in.
Bobcats up early, 4-0, 18:45 to go in the half.
Good start for the Bobcat big men, Thomas and Roberts, showing a little touch. Driving in is Terry, and a 3 for Dean. No good. Rebound by the big Robert Hill. Terry up fakes, drives in, wild layup, somehow falls. That's a heck of a play from Terry.
Cut the lead in half, 4-2 Bobcats.
Almost an accidental basket, not quite sure how he was able to get that one up there. Cut into Roberts, alley-oop.
Nice. That's in and in.
Isaac Thomas, the former point guard, making the great pass. Pacers pushing the pace, missed the layup. Dean heads to the ground, rebound by Isaac Thomas, and Bobcats will try to slow things down. Two contrasting styles here going head-to-head. The Bobcats want to slow things down and take just about every second they can off the shot clock. The Pacers, however, have been flying down the floor. Foul here. Going to be credited to Marcus Terry. It's his first, the game's first. Early change as Austin Grimes goes in for Robert Hill. Grimes, a senior from all the way in Cincinnati, Ohio.
6-2 Bobcats with 17:45 on the clock in the first half. Just underway.
Thomas inbounds to Roberts. Roberts backing down, has the ball poked away. Taken away by Faison Brock. Across the floor to Bolton. Bolton driving baseline. Layup no good. Rebound, JT. Here comes Jordan Thomas. Now I'll pull things back. Isaac Thomas. Cole Roberts, top of the key, makes a move, drives in, and will earn the foul. Cole head to the line for the first time today. 6-2 ball game. See here, Cole's arms just get caught. Fouls on Brock.
Bobcats look to add to an early lead, up by 4, 17-14 on the clock.
Cole's first free throw is good. 7-2 ball game. Pacers already with a couple fouls. Second's good. Cole Roberts with 4 points already. He's outscored the Pacers through 3 minutes. Cutting in is Grimes. Grimes found some space off the spin. 8-4. This is going to be a fun one, folks. Like we said, two battling styles going head-to-head. Interesting to see who comes out on top. Roberts backing him down. Pacers have no answer for Cole Roberts right now. Facing Brock, just not strong enough to keep up with the big Cole Roberts.
10-4, good start for Georgia College.
Cole in at 6'7", 245. A lot of muscle on that 245 too, as that time Brock gets the better of him and muscles Roberts to the ground. That's a war going on down low, folks, between the two sophomores. 10-6. Thomas looks for the alley-oop. The ball is almost off the tip. It ends up with a foul to his name. The timing was just off on that one. Glad to have y'all joining us on Facebook. Our YouTube stream is down, I believe. Here on Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the old Capitol, Milledgeville, Georgia.
Other way around.
Oh, we're on YouTube but not Facebook.
YouTube, not Facebook.
Okay. We're glad to have you with us on YouTube then on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Is the Marcus Terry with the spin, the bucket, and the foul. First media timeout of the day, and we come back. Aiken will head to the line, just down 2. 10-8 score. We have a fun one here through the first 4 minutes.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Welcome back to Centennial Center alongside Sam Jones. I'm Connor King. 15:44 to go in the first half. 10-6, Georgia College with a 4-point advantage.
That foul right before the break was on Garrick DeBola, so back-to-back fouls for him in succession. That's his second of the game so far, Bobcats' second. And to the line goes Marcus Terry. Terry averaging 11.5 points per game, one of the 4 Pacer starters averaging more than double digits. Terry, Brock, Bolton, and Dean all averaging double digits. Free throw good, 1-point ball game.
Bobcats look to extend this 1-point lead here.
Cole Roberts running the point right now. Not quite sure that's what the Bobcats had hoped for. And almost 5 seconds, Roberts gets it away. Now Thomas down low. Thomas jumper off the glass. That little Kobe fade didn't quite work. Was close though. Here come the Pacers. Dean, patient, step back 3. Got it. Donnell Dean, 17.1 points per game, one of the best in the conference.
Pacers will take their first lead of the afternoon, 12-10, Aiken.
Thomas found some space down low, and Isaac. Well, head to the line, yes you will. Blocking foul on the Pacers. Second foul on Brock.
Bobcats work to get those 2 points back and tie it up here. 2 here would make it a tie game.
Isaac makes the first substitution as Hill comes in for facing Brock. And then out on the second, Hill with the rebound. So Bobcats down 1. Just under 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Kicked out. Grimes, jumper from distance. No good, and Hill can't wrap it in. Chandler Wright checked in, by the way, for the Bobcats, as did Andrew Prestwood. Chapin Ryerson will bring the ball up. Bobcats without most of their ball handlers right now. Desmond Mitchell-Aflam, of course, with the season-ending injury. I believe he'll be redshirted and be back next year for the Bobcats. And also missing a couple other guys who were used to holding on the ball. Thomas for 3. Just off the mark, rebound right, but he pushed off. Foul on Chandler, his first. Bobcats putting Chandler in to see if they can find a matchup with the 6'10 Hill down low. Now even more height coming in for the Pacers.
Bobcats still down by 1 at 14:22 in the first half.
Checking in, Connor, is number 12, Nan Milinkovic. 6'6", all the way from Serbia. Cutting in was Dean, now kicked out to Milinkovic. And the Serbian hits a 3. Timeout taken by Georgia College. We'll stay with you through the timeout. 15-11. Aiken has come back here. Bobcats took an early 4-point lead. Now Aiken has turned the tables.
As you said at the beginning of this game's going to be back and forth. They're both very equally matched, both in and outside the Peach Belt Conference. So at 14:06, Aiken has a 4-point advantage here in the first half.
Aiken's been able to hit a couple threes as well. Bobcats have yet to get the three ball going. 2 of 4 from behind the arc are the Pacers, as Milinkovic came in immediately off the bench with a hot hand. Also had the step back jumper from Donnell Dean to make it 11-15. Prestwood down low to Isaac. Out to Ryerson, bounce pass into Chandler. Across the floor to Jordan Thomas, who had to scramble to get that one. Thomas pulls up for the mid-range, no good. JT yet to find his stroke. Prestwood gonna pull up for 3, no good. Prestwood gets his own rebound though. Bobcats are reset. Thomas cutting in. Thomas still got the foul. Almost got the bucket. Bobcats getting to the line often early in this one. It'll be the third trip.
Any points they need here, they're down by 4. They can cut within 2 here.
Foul was on Hill. It's his first, 4th team foul for Aiken. JT hits the first free throw.
Cuts it within 3.
First time Jordan Thomas has been able to get on the board today. Cole Roberts with 8 points already, by the way, folks. He's having a good start. JT hits the second.
Bobcats within 2 now.
A little bit of a press from the Bobcats. Half-court trap in place. Pacers break it. Dean, the long-legged Dean, as a pull-up from Milinkovic, no good. Thomas coming the other way. Thomas spins. Great move, Jordan Thomas.
Spinning basket there from behind the left shoulder.
The
15 all.
The spin split a couple defenders. JT, just the freshman, continues to show a maturity beyond his years. His body control is just so good. Shades of Terrell Harris, who was here with the Bobcats a few years ago. Some would say the best player in school history. As Dean drives in, right-handed floater. Gonna bounce off the rim a few times, no good. Bobcats can't get the rebound. Brought down by Grimes, and a foul. Will be credited to Jordan Thomas, his first. Isaac Thomas back into the game for Georgia College as Ryerson comes out. Justin Cave in for Jordan Thomas.
15-15 with 12.5 to go in the first half.
In for the Pacers is Kyle Tackaberry, sophomore from Charlotte. In the corner, Bolton kicks it out. There's Tackberry. His first touch is a good one. And the Pacers keep throwing folks out there, and they keep hitting threes immediately off the bench.
18-15 Aiken.
Third three of the night for the Pacers as Prestwood looks for somebody. Finds Cave. The freshman driving in. A couple freshmen out there on the floor right now for the Bobcats. Here's one of them coming in right off the glass. Muscles it up and in. Good move from Chandler. He's been receiving a whole lot more playing time lately as Dean cut in. And foul going to be credited to Justin Cave as that brings us to our second media timeout. Bobcats trail by 1. We got a fun one here in Milledgeville, folks. Hope you stay with us on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
– 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0. 1 – 0.
Welcome back to the Centennial Center. 11:45 to go in the first. Looking at field goal percentages, Aiken right at 50%.
Inbarron from Tackberry here, Connor, immediately found Bolton in the corner open for three, but he missed the shot.
Bobcats at 54.5 field goal percentage.
Been efficient so far as Thomas is fouled. Grimes with his first. Both teams with 5 fouls now. Roberts working it on Hill. Roberts right-handed hook shot. Gets his own rebound and has it stripped away. Bolton with a swipe. Bolton gonna pull up for three. No good. Rebound Cave. Cave skipped it off the foot of Grimes. Bobcats able to recover. Andrew Prestwood, the Milledgeville native, finds Cave. Cave cutting in. Back to Roberts. Roberts lost control of it. Second giveaway in a row by Roberts, and back the other way. Hard foul from right. Pacers still get the bucket. Tevin Lights. See Lights go up here. Braces where the foul, is able to get it up quickly. Chandler with his first foul. And he'll head out for that one, exchange for Ryerson. Jordan Thomas and Garrick DeBoll is back in. Prestwood out.
Ballinger will shoot here.
How about Tevin Lights? Or excuse me, that's Paris Ballinger. Making the shot, missing the free throw though. Ballinger is senior from Alton, Illinois.
2017 Aiken, 10:40 in the first.
DeBoles. Cue ball pass to Thomas. Isaac Thomas working down low, blocked by Hill. Now back down low to Bowles, who's pushed. Ballinger called for his first foul today. 6-team foul.
$10:27 to go. Bobcats down by 3.
DeBoles, top of the key. Ryerson back around to Thomas. Thomas making some moves. Nothing yet. Back to Isaac Thomas. Isaac Thomas in on a Hill. Lays it up and in. Bobcats take the lead. Or excuse me, Bobcats make it 19-20. Tackman back to Ballinger. Down low to Hill, back out. Driving is Bolton. Here's Grimes spinning up in the air. Shot clock was running down on him. And rebounded by Isaac Thomas, who drops it off to Jordan Thomas. Ryerson. Thomas on Hill. Thomas right hand. No good. Back the other way goes Bolton. Bolton charging ahead, and Cave got an arm wrapped around him. Couldn't move his feet in time. Second foul for Justin. Some subs coming for the Pacers. 17 foul, by the way. Tackberry out, Ballinger out. In comes Terry and Donnell Dean.
Number 20, Henry Bolton III will shoot.
Bolton makes the first, his first points of the day.
(21-19), Aiken lead.
Grimes heads out. In comes number 14, Darius Bell. For the Bobcats, Bryce Booker makes his first appearance in exchange for Justin Cave.
Bolton, a senior out of Avon Park, Florida.
Isaac Thomas will take the ball up the floor for Georgia College. 19-22 ball game. The Bulls. Thomas goes up and under. Some shifty moves there from Isaac Thomas. 21-22 ball game. You see right here, fakes a couple folks out, splits the defenders, lays it up and in. Bolton pulls up, got it. Gutsy pull up from Bolton. Had enough confidence himself to pull the trigger though, 25-21. He's got 4, or excuse me, give him 5 now. Isaac Thomas is absolutely working Robert Hill. 2 straight trips down the floor. Hill's gotten up in the air. And Thomas just floats by him. See the up fake. As he splits the defenders that time, come right back down the floor. Throw the up fake again and work this time to the left. Easy from Isaac Thomas, and that's a big play for the Bobcats who get back within 2. Media timeout. We're back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Banks.
(23-25), Bobcats down by 2. 8:10 to go in the first.
Right now, Bobcat big men doing all the work down low. Isaac Thomas and Cole Roberts, 9 and 8 points apiece. Bobcats have all their points in the paint at this point, I think, as the Pacers do their work outside the paint. Big 3 there for Marcus Terry right off the bat. 28-23, the Bulls driving in. The Bulls layup no good. Ball bouncing around, and here comes everybody. As I had to duck out of the way.
Right at the booth.
Gosh, I wasn't catching them, Connor. I'm glad they didn't come over the table at us. Terry for 3 again. No good. Thomas charging hard the other way. Floater, no good, hit nothing. Much too quick from Jordan Thomas. They don't want to get in a running match with the Pacers. Here's Dean, all just in and out.
Bobcats down by 5, 7 to go in the first half.
Thomas waiting for the play to develop. Booker cuts in, good move. Missed the layup. Isaac Thomas falling out of bounds is able to get to Ryerson. Bobcats can reset. Now back to Thomas, who thought about the jumper, instead drives in. Contact, no foul given. And Isaac didn't have the positioning to get that shot up. Cole Roberts back in for Garrick the Bulls.
Bobcats still down by 5, 28-23, 6:35 in the first.
Dean walks the ball up the floor. Dropped off to Bolton. Back to Dean. Screen from Hill. Dean cutting in. Dean drops it down low. Tipped out by Isaac Thomas. Pacers will inbound with 12 seconds left on the clock. Terry, long inbound over the top. Dean drives, drops the Hill. Hill spinning, walked. Robert Hill having a tough time of it so far. Couple of rebounds and a foul. Not much else. Thomas directing traffic. There's Booker. Now in the corner, Cole Roberts. Ryerson coming across. Ryerson pulls up. No good. Rebound, Cole Roberts. Ryerson in the corner for three. Off the back iron, Roberts again. Back to Ryerson. Cole Roberts doing work today, folks. Rebounds. 2 and 3 for Cole. Booker, baseline. Drop to Roberts. Back out to Jordan Thomas. Fouled by Henry Bolton III. First foul for Bolton. Bobcats head to the bonus.
Jordan Thomas will shoot. Freshman out of Conyers, Georgia.
Quickly becoming one of the rising stars in this Bobcat team. Has made a huge impact as a freshman. It's the free throw there. 5 points on the day for Thomas. 3 for 3 from the line. Bobcats back within 3.
28-25 Pacers.
In the middle. Thought about dropping downhill, stolen by Roberts. Roberts dumps it off to Booker. Back to Roberts. Fouled. That's a whole lot of man going towards the cheerleaders down there. I'm glad no one got hurt there, including Cole Roberts, who was fouled pretty hard there. If he'd been able to throw that one down, though, this place would have exploded. Instead, he'll have to get 2 points. We'll call it the easy way.
Number 32 will shoot here. Cole Roberts, the forward from Atlanta, Georgia. Freshman.
Makes his first. Bobcats having a good day from the line so far. They've missed 1 in 10 attempts. Chapin Ryerson out. In comes Matt McCorkle. Former South Forsyth War Eagle making an appearance. Roberts misses. I might have jinxed him there. 2-point ball game. Bolton steps back. Bolton goes forward. Bolton misses the right-handed layup, tipped up by Hill. And finally got the second tip to fall. Volleyball point for the Pacers. Thomas knocks the player to the ground, and Roberts gives the ball away, his third turnover. It's been great today, except for a couple of turnovers along the way. And a foul called on Bryce Booker. No, we'll give it to McCorkle, his first. Donnell Dean to the line. 1-1.
Pacers look to increase their lead here. 30-26, 4:28 to go in the half. Dean is a junior out of Noonan, Georgia.
Dean makes his first.
Bobcats will have some catching up to do, already down by 5 going into the end of the first half.
Henry Bolton checked out of the game, by the way. In come Paris Ballinger. Roberts back out to Thomas. Thomas faked it, then pulled up and hit it. JT for three.
Nice three from the right side. Pushes it in.
And that one goes out of play. You see Thomas thought about it and said, you know, why not? Drained the three, gets the Bobcats back within 3 points. Bobcats immediately get the turnover.
Bobcats need one more of those to tie it all up.
Ryerson patiently waiting. Back to McCorkle. Now Thomas over to Ryerson. Isaac Thomas to Jordan Thomas for three. No good. Thought Jordan might have found a hot hand all of a sudden. Driving in and laying it up is facing Brock. That's a heck of a take.
Aiken back up is 5 points.
Ryerson almost lost possession of it, saved it before it went over the mid-court line. McCorkle works out of a double team. Ryerson pulls up with a hand in his face, rimmed out. Sprinting ahead is Brock. The pace is picked up with him back in. Fight for the ball down low off the missed three, and Bobcat ball. Under 4 minutes, media timeout. Aiken has a 5-point lead, 3 minutes left in the first half.
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
.302 left in half number one. Bobcats trail by 5. It's been a fun one, back and forth game so far. Aiken with the upper hand right now. The Bobcats been getting some excellent play from Isaac Thomas and Cole Roberts down low. They got the turnovers down a little bit. They can maybe jump out in front.
No double-digit lead yet, so it's been tight all game.
Aiken been in control for most of it, though. Chandler Wright with the ball. Wright came in, as did Andrew Prestwood. Wright backing down a hill, off the glass and in. Ballinger. Chandler Wright having a good game so far. Driving in, kicking out was Dean. Found number 0, Marcus Terry for three. Big answer from the Pacers. Thomas finds Prestwood. Prestwood fake the shot. Found Ryerson in the corner for three. He's open. No good. Dropped off to Ballinger. Here come the Pacers. 37-31. Down low to Grimes. Grimes backing down. Isaac kicked it. Isaac tried to argue that it hit his knee. Still can't reach the leg out, though.
Aiken up by 6, 37-31 at 1:55 in the first.
Dean over to Terry. Terry with 11 points so far. That leads the Pacers. Drop down low to Grimes. Floater no good, and Wright's fouled after the rebound. Chandler will head to the line. 9th foul, almost double bonus for the Bobcats.
Pacers up by 6.
Chandler 4 points today on 2-2 shooting. 3 Bobcats at the 9 right now. Isaac, Cole Roberts, and Jordan all with 9 apiece. Marcus Terry leading the way for everybody with 11 points, and Chandler missed the 1-and-1. Dean pulled back. Terry thought about pulling up. Over now to Bolton. Now Terry again. Dean. Alley-oop attempt. Pass is errant. Darius Bell couldn't time it up. Turnover for the Pacers. Just their 4th today. Been a clean ball game so far. 4 turnovers for the Bobcats, 4 for the Pacers. Right. Ryerson did something bizarre there. I don't know what it was, but he somehow got away with it. Was up in the air for a second. Wright went up for it. Missed the shot. Now Jordan Thomas, top of the key, driving in, dispossessed. Back the other way. And Ryerson makes the block. Good play from Chandler to get back and stay away from making the foul. Was able to get the ball. See, after the turnover, Ryerson got 1-on-2. Able to go straight up and get a hand on it.
56.2 to go in the half. Aiken up by 6. Bobcats need to get all the points they can get here in this final 56.2 seconds.
Inbounded. Like Connor said, we're under a minute in this first half. Pacers slowing things down for the first time all day, it seems like. Dean driving, and the Bobcats are all arguing they were straight up. I don't know what the ref might have seen there, but it looked like the Bobcats were straight up with Dean driving into them. Block called anyway. Dean will head to the line.
.3 to go in the half. Aiken looking to take a more commanding lead here going into the break.
Justin Cave in for Andrew Presswood.
The Bobcats started Justin Cave.
Misses it. People have had trouble with 1-on-1s, but there's Dean with the rebound. Got his own rebound, then missed the layup. So a chance for the Bobcats to end the half on a high note. About a 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Across the floor to Cave. Roberts fouled. Cole's 3 of 4 from the line today. Double bonus, so he'll have 2 chances.
Bobcats looking to get some points back here before the break at 23.9. Roberts or shoot 2.
Misses the first. That was brutal.
We get one more shot here.
Ballinger out, by the way. Bolton the third back in for 24 seconds. Chandler Wright and McCorkle look like they're about to check in. They'll get a chance to. Roberts heads out. Jordan Thomas heads out. Bobcats can hold them here. They'll head in the locker room down to only 5. 16 left on the clock. Pacers taking their time. McCorkle. McCorkle gets the steal. Back the other way goes Cave. Cave up and in. Huge swing late. Pacers going to have one more chance. 1 second left and not even going to get a shot off. Huge swing for the Bobcats. They head in the locker room down only 3, 37-34, and a great play by McCorkle to get to the floor and make the steal. Justin Cave up and in for the layup, and we head to the half, 37-34, your score. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university. Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
What you've gained as a student will be just as as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university. Jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know, it's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space.
USC Aiken contest.
Right now, Aiken out shooting the Bobcats, 43.3% from the floor for the Pacers, 38.7% from the floor are the Bobcats. Just 1-3 for Georgia College. They're 1 of 8. Meanwhile, Aiken 6 of 14. Free throws keeping the Bobcats in this one right now. They're 9 of 12 from the line. Aiken 5 of 7. Just 5 turnovers apiece for each team. Like I said, it's been a clean basketball game so far. It's been fun to watch. 22 rebounds for the Bobcats, 18 for the Pacers, 8 offensive for Georgia College. Both teams with 7 assists apiece, a block apiece, 5 steals for the Pacers, 2 for Georgia College. And so far, no fast break points, which is kind of hilarious when you think about it. Just an interesting game all around so far as the Bobcats and Pacers, 2 kind of contrasting styles going back and forth. It's been a fun one so far. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of half number 2. Bobcats got a huge play there at the very end of half number 1. Steal from McCorkle, layup by Cave to cut things down to a 3-point advantage for USC Aiken. See if they can close the gap even further. We come back for the second half on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Stay with us, folks.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know, it's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Na 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 na. I'm
1 minute to go here before the start of the second half. Bobcats down on USC Aiken Pacers, 34-37 alongside Sam Jones. I'm Connor King. This one's been close. This one's been a battle, but Aiken has had a slight momentum in the first half, as they've shown that these teams are both really strong. Bobcats trying to stay in it.
About 30 seconds from the start of the second half. Bobcats need to keep feeding Cole Roberts and Isaac Thomas down low. Roberts with 10 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Thomas with 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting from the floor. Meanwhile, on the Aiken side, Bobcats have to slow down Marcus Terry. 11 points for Terry, but so far they've done a nice job of slowing down a pretty stellar Aiken attack. Henry Bolton III with 5 points, Donnell Dean with 5, Faison Brock with 4. But that's really it for the big four of the Pacers, who coming into this one are each averaging double-digit points per game. Donnell Dean especially coming into this one averaging 17, just has 5 through the first half.
The Georgia College Bobcats will be moving right to left across the screen for the second half. And the USC Aiken Pacers will move left to right. As 20 minutes on the clock as we get set for the final half of play here at the Centennial Center.
Ryerson, DeBowles, Thomas, Roberts, and Jordan Thomas on the floor for the Cats. Terry will inbound for the Pacers right in front of us. Donnell Dean takes the ball. Also on the floor, Henry Bolton, Robert Hill, and Faison Brock. Immediately Dean going to the basket, loops all the way around, couldn't get the ball to Hill. Ball was coming towards Jordan Thomas. He was back turning though, couldn't turn around and pick it up. Terry dropped it off, now back to Terry. Terry gonna pull up for 3, to Bowles in his face. Terry hit it anyway. 3-pointer, 14 points for Marcus Terry.
Apologies, Bobcats are moving left to right for this half. Pacers right to left.
Marcus Terry 3 of 5 from behind the arc now. Bobcats need to slow him down some way. Roberts backing down on a Hill. Into Cole Roberts, and he was blocked. Jump ball. Will stay with the Bobcats. The big Robert Hill getting a hand on it. Stifling Cole Roberts for the time being.
40-34 Aiken, 19:07 to go in the half. Just underway in the second half.
Thomas floats it out to Isaac Thomas. Isaac Thomas driving in, got the foul. Hill will pick up another. Make that his second foul of the night. Isaac Thomas to the line once again, his second trip. He's 1 for 2 so far today.
Thomas, a junior out of Tryon, Georgia.
This is the first.
Bobcats need all the points they can get here, down by 6.
And this is the second. Not a good trip to the line for Isaac. Donnell Dean. Marcus Terry backs it off to Dean. Dean driving in. Foul was on the floor. Credit that one to Chapin Ryerson. Just his first. And the Bowles blocks the inbound pass. We'll try it again. Checking with something over at the scores table. Trying to get things sorted out.
Players just standing on the court trying to wait for the call from the ref.
Might have had some issues with the clock there. And there we go. We've got it set back to the right spot. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
1850 overall.
Kicked out to Dean. Top to Terry. Terry pulls up. Hits it. Long range jumper. It's just a 2, but that was cold-blooded.
Not good.
From the redshirt senior from Atlanta.
Not good at Aiken pulls to an 8-point advantage.
Said at the half, the Bobcats need to slow down Terry. They've done exactly the opposite coming out of the break. 5 points already for Terry in half number 2. Ryerson looking for any room. Can't find it. Now it's Isaac Thomas. Jordan Thomas. Tough shot. Missed it. Rebounded by Cole Roberts, who goes up with it. He's fouled. Trip number 4 to the charity stripe for Cole Roberts. He's 4 of 6 so far. Hopefully he fares better than Isaac Thomas did.
Yeah,
Thomas his first second half trip to the line. Go ahead, Isaac, or go ahead, Connor.
Thomas went 0 for 2, so we'll see if you're right, Sam, if Roberts can pick up some points and help his teammates out.
There we go, back on track from the line. 11 now for Cole Roberts. 4 rebounds as well and an assist. Misses the second. Bobcats have to hit the free throws. They did well in the first half. Not a good start to the second half. Whole lot of running for the Pacers so far in this possession. Dean driving in, and the running sets up Terry in the corner for 3, and thank goodness he missed it because he was wide open. Now Jordan Thomas's turn to run all the way around the baseline. Down low to Cole Roberts. Roberts backing down a hill. Roberts called for a walk.
Pacers will take it up, now up by 7. 17.5 in the game.
Dumped off to Bolton. Jordan Thomas guarding Henry Bolton III. Now Dean pulls up for 3, hits it. Derek DeBoll stepped back for a moment. Tried to fight off the screen. Gave too much room to Donnell Dean, who's now got 8 points on the night.
Biggest lead for Aiken of the day so far. 10 points, 45-35.
Jordan Thomas misses the running layup. Aiken starting to pull away. Long pass to Terry up. Rebound by Cole Roberts. Bobcats get away with one. Jordan Thomas over near the Bobcat bench. Roberts long jumper, hits it. Big man's got some touch, that's for sure. Now Donnell Dean is just flying the other way. Misses the layup. Roberts to the floor. Dean gets the rebound, kicks it out. Driving in and blocked by DeBowles. DeBowles goes to the ground. And a foul called on Faison Brock.
That was a crazy play. Their ball kept going up, down, team to team.
It ends with the Bobcat ball. And the third foul for Faison Brock. Hectic.
Bobcats down by 8. 16-11 in the game.
Some helter-skelter basketball there for a moment. Thomas back over to the Bobcat bench. Can't seem to find any room there. All right, so now Thomas in the corner for 3. Hit it! Jordan Thomas, 12th point of the night.
From the left corner and in, cuts it within 5.
Big 3 for JT. And a carry. Marcus Terry turns the ball over. A Terry carry, if you will.
A Terry carry, I like it. And that will take us to a timeout here as Aiken is now at 45-40. We're back on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love
We're here.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Banks.
Bobcats have brought it back within 5. We're down 10, just a moment to go. 45-40 the score as USC Aiken is on top for now in the Centennial Center on the campus of Georgia College. Glad to have you folks with us on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Enjoying some Peach Belt Conference basketball. It's been a good one. Down low to Thomas from Ryerson. Isaac Thomas gives the ball away. Back the other way, and finishing is Faison Brock. So much speed and so much athleticism on this Pacer team. It's something the Bobcats have been lacking in for a while. Hard to keep up with the rest of the Peach Belt when they can run like that. Roberts misses the jumper. Dean driving in. Dean tried to get it down to Hill. Hill recovered. .13 on the shot clock. Dean finds someone in the corner. They give it right back. Dean running out of time. Dean will have to pull up. No, kicks it out. Still running out of time. Driving in, and shot clock violation on the Pacers. Faison Brock couldn't get the ball off in time. Justin Cave will come in for Garrick DeBowles. And Chandler Wright will make an appearance as well.
I'll give the Bobcats the ball. Down by 7 now, 14:36 in the game.
Isaac Thomas exits as well, by the way. 9 points on the day for Isaac. Bad turnover there, though, a moment ago. Cole Roberts running out of time, has to get it up, got fouled. Bailout foul, I think, there. Roberts just went up with it, and Hill clipped him just a little bit there. Roberts sure found himself in a bad spot. Lucky to get a trip to the stripe. He's 5 of 8 so far. Five and 9.
That one went too far off the backboard. Just bounced back and out.
Bobcats have given away 4 or 5 free points here at the beginning of the second half. As Hill checks out. Austin Grimes back in.
Roberts will get to try again here. Cut it within 6.
Roberts hits the free throw, back on track hopefully for him. He's 6 of 11 now, 14 points for Cole. He's having a good game. Dean, shifty. Dean, shifty still. Dean, and 1. But the moves on him. Donnell Dean dancing through the paint, spun. Got the foul as well. And the layup. Big 3-point play potentially for the Pacers.
Pacers are able to pretty much make a commanding lead here if they can get 2 of these. It'll be a 10-pointer.
Dean hits the 3-point play. Makes it a 9-point Aiken advantage. Justin Cave, guarded by Terry. Over to Ryerson. Ryerson working her around Bolton. Ryerson went up for it, got fouled.
Another
See
foul.
Ryerson trying to make a couple moves there and just got clipped there by number 20, Henry Bolton.
Ryerson, the freshman out of Calhoun, Georgia.
Once again, Bobcats get kind of bailed out by some bad shot selection. And head to the line. This time Ryerson makes it.
Bobcats with an 8, 50-42, as Aiken has hit the 50 mark.
Ryerson makes them both. Roberts will check in. Ryerson heads out. Donnell Dean now with 11 points. He's got 4 assists as well. He's really picked things up in the second half. 6 points already. Dean from the baseline. Dean. Pump fake got right up in the air, but now taken away by Roberts. Marcus Terry with the turnover. Chance for Jordan Thomas to shorten this lead. Thomas dropped it to Roberts. Roberts hot potatoed it right back to him. 12 left on the shot clock. Thomas drives in, easy layup. And now Isaac Thomas gets the foul off the inbound. Ran right into Donnell Dean. You can see JT here though, cuts to his left, off the screen, floated through the Pacer defense. Nothing ever looks awkward with Jordan Thomas. He's just so smooth all the way throughout. It's a great example of it there. Terry drops it off to Dean, back to Terry. Little 1-2 here with Terry and Dean now all the way over to Ballinger. And they're gonna call block on Roberts. That's tough. Crowd didn't like it. Some of them thought Brock might have stepped out of play. Cole doesn't get a whole lot of benefits at 6'7", 245. They are not easy on him with that kind of size. Block called, it's his first. Ballinger drops it off down low. Cole blocks it. Now picked back up and knocked out of play. Pacers touched it last.
Bobcats will get the ball here. Down by 5.
Ballinger, the lone pressee on this one. Jordan Thomas makes short work of it. Roberts. Bobcat offense looking awful slow right now. Cave looking for anybody. Floated into Cole Roberts. Roberts got the bucket, but a charge called. Cole dropped the shoulder just a little bit in good positioning there by the Pacers. Can't argue with that one. Cole's second foul in a row. As Chandler Wright heads out, Chapin Ryerson comes in. In for the Pacers, Kyle Tackberry. Austin Grimes as well. And the Tackberry taken away by Roberts, ends up in the hands of Justin Thomas. Thomas, long pass to no one. He was looking for Justin Cave.
He even looked confused after he let go of that ball, and he wasn't sure where that ball was going.
It's out of play, and that'll take us to our second media timeout of the half. Bobcats within 5 once again. Got a lot of work to do, though. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
Into the timeout, we just had an all-time musical chairs race there, I guess you would call it, between Coach Gaines' son Abe and a friend. Coach Gaines' son coming out on the short stick there. Not sure if that's an omen or not. But it was entertaining, to say the least.
They were definitely in the fans here were definitely entertained. But now the Pacers will look to take the ball back up. Bobcats look to cut into the 5-point deficit.
Yeah, we got a pretty entertaining game ourselves here as Ballinger's in the corner with the ball. 50-45. Bobcats led early for just a brief moment. If you blinked, you missed it. It's been all Aiken ever since, but it's been close. Ballinger from forever away off the back iron.
Bobcats look to cut into the lead here after the break. 11 minutes on the clock.
Ballinger saw the shot clock running out and fired it a few seconds early, I think. Inbound to Cole is taken away. Turnover for the Bobcats. Bolton driving, dropped it down, easy layup for Austin Grimes. 7-point advantage for the Pacers.
10.5 to go in the game. Bobcats need something, and they need to start it now.
Timeout taken. Bobcats waste a timeout. Down 7. We'll stay with you through the timeout. As Georgia College finds himself down by 7. Cole Roberts and Jordan Thomas right now doing the brunt of the work for Georgia College. Isaac Thomas has been awful quiet in half number 2, but Cole and Jordan, 14 points apiece. Isaac Thomas with 9. Behind them, pretty big drop-off. Jim the right with 4, Justin Cave with 2, Chapin Ryerson with 2 as well. The other two things, Donnell Dean has 6 points in this half, and Marcus Terry has 5. They're doing a whole lot of work for the Pacers on the offensive side of things. Faison Brock with 6 points, Henry Bolton with 5, Austin Grimes with 4, Nenad Milinkovic with 3, Kyle Tackberry with 3, Paris Ballinger with 3, Robert Hill with 2. There's a whole lot of folks on the score sheet right now for the Pacers, and it's just enough to keep them out in front of the Bobcats. Bobcats have to hit their free throws too. They've had a few opportunities at the line where they've gone 1 for 2 or missed both entirely so far, and this one's going to be big going down the stretch. Interesting timeout here from Coach Gaines here, Connor.
Definitely, and basketball is a team sport, and what the Bobcats need is to get all players clicking. And right now, Bobcats have not had that, so hopefully they can turn something on after that break, and at 10:32 to go, they can make something happen.
Isaac Thomas will inbound just a few feet away from us. Ryerson. Bobcats working around the perimeter. 8 seconds left on the clock. Bobcats going to have to hurry. Cave still with the ball. Jordan Thomas sees the clock, gets it going. Floater, no good. Rebound, Isaac Thomas. And Isaac Thomas, we talked about it. Got to make your free throws. I'll go to the line. Couple shots on the way for IT.
There's another chance. He did not do too well last time he was up here, so hopefully he'll be able to figure out here with 10:08 to go in the game.
Foul was on Tackberry, by the way. And there's Isaac.
Get one more shot here.
10 points for Isaac. Missed the second. Not a good day from the line for Isaac. He's normally good.
Cuts it within 6. 52-46. 10 on the clock.
Long three missed off the back iron. Justin Cave comes out of the wreckage with the ball. Jordan Thomas slows things down. Ryerson across the floor to Cave. Under 10 minutes in Milledgeville. Jordan Thomas bounces it. Ryerson had to try and save it. Now Tackberry going to fight for it. Bobcat ball for now. And they reset the clock. I'm not sure they should have. There it'll go. It'll go back to 4 seconds.
9:26 on the big clock. Bobcats will have to do something in 4.
They'll look for number 4, Jordan Thomas. They'll actually go to Cole Roberts. Roberts with a 3. Never had a chance. Maybe not the person you wanted taking the 3 there. Kicked out and foul on the Bobcats.
That would have been a 3 for Aiken, but the foul is called.
Foul on the floor as well. It's a 6-team foul for Georgia College. 1 away from the bonus. Both teams a 6. Tackberry inbounds. Thomas on Bolton. Ballinger driving. Ballinger driving still. Jump ball. It'll stay with the Pacers.
That foul did help the Bobcats, even though the Bobcats were fouled. Aiken would have had that 3-pointer.
Derek DeBole's in for Justin Cave. Donnell Dean in for Ballinger. Be surprised if Dean heads out again. It's been so key today for Pacers and been key for them all year. Long inbound in the corner, and Roberts going to get tagged with a foul. Cole's third. And that should put the Pacers in the bonus. 1-1 on the way. Bolton to the line. Seems like every time the Bobcats get within 5, things kind of come off the rails a little bit. I'm not sure Aiken's led by more than 10, but I don't think the Bobcats have been within 5.
No, I think 10 has been the max, and make that 8 right now. So it's only been double digits, I think, 1 time in the contest. And the biggest lead for Georgia College was way back in the first. They had a 4-point advantage.
Coach Gaines screaming at his offense to start moving things along. Wheels turning a little too late for his liking. Bowles driving in. And not the play they wanted. Good play by Thomas with the cat-like reaction to swipe that one out of play for a moment. In pass to it was Austin Grimes who went up and in. 56-46, back to that 10-point mark, Connor.
There you go, just one more shot and Pacers can get the biggest lead of the day. Bobcats need something here, 8.5 to go. Clock is running.
They have to speed up the pace of their offense a little bit. Seemingly no hurry right now. Thomas to Thomas, now downloaded a Bowles, swatted away, but it ends up to Ryerson. The Bowles over to Jordan Thomas. Thomas driving in, can't get the layup. Would have been a tough shot, fortunately for the Bobcats. Tackberry's out of bounds. Chandler Wright inbound. Knocked out a play on the inbounds, and Bobcats will get to try it again.
This is getting a little too rough there on defense, even with a 10-point lead.
Thomas catches the inbound, up fakes, misses the layup. Oh no. Jordan Thomas is missing layups. You know something's off. Rough time right now for Georgia College. We're in danger of watching this one unravel right before their eyes.
Pace is just trying to run the clock.
Intercepted by DeBoles. Ryerson ahead, gets the bucket. And the foul. Ryerson will head to the line. Chance at a three-point play. Just put his shoulder down there and banked it in. Right-handed shot. That brings us to the media timeout. We got one more left after this one. 7:30 on the clock. Bobcats down 8. Chandler Ryerson the line when we come right back.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Chapin Ryerson will get set to do a free throw or two here as Bobcats find themselves down 56-48, 7:30 on the clock. Ryerson is a freshman out of Calhoun, Georgia.
Converts the three-point play. Bobcats within 7. Once again, Aiken gets that 10-point mark. Can't pull any further away than that. See if the Bobcats get it back down to 5, and then we go right back up to 10, then back down to 5, then right back up to 10. It's been the trend so far in this game.
We just need the Bobcats to go up by something.
Down low to Hill. That's a pretty play. Excellent backdoor cut from Hill. The bounce pass was inch perfect. Hill's got 4. Ryerson backing him down, hits the jumper. Turnaround J for Chapin. He's taken off all of a sudden. Give him 7 points. Bobcats look to have moved to a zone here. 2-3 for Georgia College. 3 ball on the way, and that's how you beat a 2-3. Henry Bolton, the third, with a 3 of his own. Back to 10. 6 minutes left for the Bobcats to erase that 10-point deficit.
They're going to have to do it fast, and they're going to have to start now.
Down low. Cole Roberts. Roberts got Hill up in the air and earns the foul.
Still a 10-point difference between Bobcats and Aiken. Unfortunately, it's in Aiken's favor. And Roberts will shoot 2 for the Bobcats. First one's good.
Garrick DeBull's out, and comes Justin Cave. In and out. Tough break there for Cole Roberts. Bolton fakes a move. Terry drops it off to Dean, back to Bolton. Down low, and there's another great cut from Hill. And a technical foul called on Hill for hanging on the rim.
Hill doesn't like it, but he's understanding why.
Clock's still running, despite the technical foul. Have to figure that out. Hill made the great play.
As of right now, Aiken would have an 11-point lead, but who knows? Maybe 11 is just too big.
So Hill goes up for the dunk, hangs on the rim, maybe a little too long for the referee's liking. Swung on it a bit. Earns the technical. So the basket counts. And Jordan Thomas will get a short trip to the line.
So Aiken does increase their lead to 11 right now. But the Bobcats will to cut into that 11-point lead, but the 11-point lead existed.
Thomas makes the free throw. Gets one more. And misses the second. What a trend this has been for the Bobcats in the second half. The free throws have just not been there. Lots of 1 for 2s. A few 0 for 2s. Some rough trips to the line.
It'll be 63-53 Aiken with 5:15 left in the game.
Thomas around the perimeter. Roberts from the elbow. Kicks it out. Cave's open for 3 off the back iron. Brought down by Grimes. Grimes just 6'4", but he plays like a forward. He's a big, strong dude. Up top to Terry, and he brings it down and lays it up.
That makes it the largest lead of the day for Aiken, 12, 65-53.
Bobcats down 12. Tough to come back when you don't have really anyone on the floor. You can shoot the 3 ball. Bobcats just 2 of 11 from behind the arc. This one dropped down to Cave, and Cave went for the up and under layup. Got fouled. Led to the line. Good move from Justin. A good pass from Chapin there. You see him try to go up and under. Got tagged just a bit by number 23, Donnell Dean.
Justin Cave, the freshman out of Savannah, Georgia, taking his shots. First is good. And so is the next one. So they're the 2 for 2, much needed for the Bobcats. Down by 10.
Issues with the substitutions here. Assistant coach Aquino getting on the refs about something. Coach Gaines had to hold him back there for a moment. All good now. Full court press on the way from the Bobcats. And foul called on Ryerson. No, give it to Cave. Eighth team foul for the Bobcats.
And Bolton the third will shoot and make the first.
Bolton so far on the day, give him 11 points now after the free throw. He's 5 of 5 from the line. $12 points. He's the difference between the Bobcats and the Pacers right now. 12-point lead for Aiken, 12 points on the night for Bolton. Thomas, down low to Roberts. Roberts fouled. Just going to be trading free throws the rest of the way, it looks like. We're in our final media timeout. Bobcats have to hit a whole bunch of free throws to get back into this one. Down 12, 67-55 the score. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Back here at the Centennial Center with 3:56 to go. Sam Jones, Connor King. Bobcats down by 12. Bobcats need something big here if they're going to rally and come back into this game.
Bobcats took the full length of that timeout to try and sort some things out. See if it pays off. 12-point advantage for the Pacers. Like I said, it's tough to make these big runs and comebacks in a very quick fashion when you don't have folks that can hit the through ball. Like I said, Bobcats 2 for 11 from behind the arc so far today. And Roberts goes 1 for 2, but a rebound by Ryerson. That could be big. Jordan Thomas with the ball, now back to Ryerson. JT and Ryerson just exchanging the ball back and forth. Ryerson still, now over to the Bulls, driving, missed the layup, tip back up and in, no. Roberts gets it though. 9-point game. 3:30 left in this one. See if the Pacers slow things down or continue to run the high-tempo game they've been doing all day. Looks like they'll take a moment to breathe.
Bobcats need to turn their defense on and get some serious offense.
Dean almost lost the ball there for a second. Now down low to Hill, and Hill has been killing the Bobcats as of late. He has taken off in the last 5-6 minutes of this game. The ball's down. Now Roberts can't get the layup, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, won't fall. 11-point advantage for the Pacers. Lead for the Bobcats getting harder and harder to climb over.
Aiken back up by 11, 2.5 to go in the game.
Dean with the erratic layup there. Got his own rebound somehow. No idea how that one floated back to Dean. And he'll head to the line. 9th foul on the Bobcats. Jordan Thomas is second. He'll head out of the game. Justin Cave will go back in. No, JT's just going to go over to talk to Coach Gaines for a second before Justin Cave checks in.
I think it's safe to say that the Bobcats have not been on their best game in this game.
The Bulls will actually head out. 12-point lead now for the Pacers.
That matches the game high, and it could be the high with number 13 right there.
JT taking all the time in the world before he picks the ball up. Bobcats down 13. Ryerson, corner three, air ball.
.211 to go, 58-71 Aiken.
And while they were fighting for it, Cole Roberts got tagged with another foul. Double bonus now for Aiken.
If scores hold here, Aiken would advance to 9-4 in the season, 6-3 in the Peach Belt Conference.
Marcus Terry's got 19 points now, by the way.
Georgia College would drop to 4-5 in the Peach Belt, 8-7 overall.
Terry 7-11 from the floor and 4-4 from the line today. He also hit 3 threes. 20 points now for him. He leads all scores. Bobcats down 15, moving quickly.
2-minute mark here at Centennial.
Ryerson has that almost taken away. Bounced right back to him. He'll pull up for the mid-range shot, in and out. Taken away by the Pacers. 15-point game. Not sure the Bobcats will even think about fouling at this point. And they may not have to. Pacers walk there.
1:41 to go. 73-58. 15-point advantage.
Thomas hits the three. Timeout, Georgia College. So 12-point game. First Bobcat three in a real long time. We'll stay with you guys on the Bobcat Broadcast Network as Thomas just peeked his head around the corner there. Decided I'll go ahead and shoot this thing and drain. The three, like I said, first three in a while for Georgia College as they've struggled to shoot the three ball. 3-12 for the Bobcats from behind the arc today. 73-61 game. And Bobcats have a lot of work to do in a minute 30 here. It's been a tough stretch of games for Georgia College. They've had a few injuries, especially at the point guard position, that have really kind of slowed them down a bit. And it's a hard thing to recover from. It's difficult when you don't have folks who are accustomed to take the ball up the floor, bring it up. And for that reason and a few other reasons, the Bobcats have played a lot of close games and fallen off at the end of the game. It's happened again here, maybe more to an extent than the last few games that ended up in overtime, but a tough stretch for Georgia College. It's a young team, though, and hopefully a stretch they can learn from.
Looking ahead, they'll be back in action on Wednesday at Columbus State Cougars. That'll be a 5:30 p.m. tip from Columbus, Georgia.
Bobcats with the press. Now Jordan Thomas will foul. Go ahead and send Donnell Dean to the line.
Our next home game will come Wednesday, January 24th. Here at the Centennial Center, Georgia College will host Young Harris. That'll be a 7:30 tip.
And an out in the free throw from Dean.
Bobcats 32 Lions.
That one's no good. 12-point lead.
Cave going to pull up quickly, no good. Ryerson went for the rebound, couldn't pick it up. Taken down by Brock. Ballinger weaving through the defense, finally fouled by Isaac Thomas.
.112 on the clock.
Thomas is second.
And Bellinger will shoot. Senior out of Alton, Illinois.
Ballinger hits the second, 75-61. Ballinger with his 4th point of the night. Jordan Thomas pulling up for 3. Hit it, good miss. Jordan Thomas hitting some threes in traffic now. 11-point game. Bobcats not out of it yet. We'll take a quick time out. Be back with you in just a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
.106 on the clock. Bobcats down 11. And they'll immediately foul Ballinger.
That will stop the clock from 106 to 105. Aiken will shoot here.
Fourth foul on JT, by the way. Ballinger hits another. Three or four from the line today. And 4 or 5. 13-point game. Going to creep under the minute mark here. Just a second. Thomas pulling up, hit the 3 and got the foul. The game plan right now is to let Jordan Thomas just take the ball down the floor and shoot whenever he wants. He steps back, hits the 3, gets the foul by Ballinger, and has a chance to bring this within a 3-possession game. Crazier things have happened, I guess.
Well, at 59.8, Georgia College can rally within this last minute.
It's the free throw, 9-point game. Everyone's ears perking up a little bit here as Jordan Thomas is able to hit a couple. Ballinger fouled, will head to the line again. Third foul on Thomas. Isaac Thomas, that is.
Bobcats hoping Pacers can not capitalize here, but they do. Back to a 10-point game. 58.2 on the clock.
Ballinger continues to be rock solid from the free throw line. It's the second once again. Let's see who pulls up this time. Is it Cave? Cave's got to think about it. Someone's got to shoot it. It's Thomas. Isaac Thomas hits the three. Back within 8. 51 seconds left. Timeout taken. And the Bobcats are at least making this interesting. 71-79. We'll stay with you on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. That's 3 straight threes. See Jordan Thomas here cutting in earlier and making the easy layup. And you see a few other plays happening as well. But right now the Bobcats trying to slowly chip away at this lead. 1 point at a time. You figure trade 2 for 3, and eventually you'll get back up there. They're back within 8. You see Thomas there making the 3 and earning the foul. Another 3 there. And Isaac Thomas down there in the corner makes the last 3, and that brought us to the timeout on the inbound. 71-79. If the Bobcats could swipe an inbound maybe a couple times and make something happen, this could be a comeback for the ages.
They got 51.3 to do it.
Inbound to Ballinger. Bobcats are just going to press. Ballinger finally breaks it.
.4 on the clock. And Aiken will shoot. Ballinger will shoot 2 here.
In and out. And there we go. He finally misses one. Took him long enough.
But he will get one more shot here.
71-79 still.
Will Aiken hit the 80 mark? And they will.
9-point game. Dackberry comes in. Out goes Grimes. Thomas takes the ball off the break. Thomas will just take it all the way for the slam. 7-point game. Bobcats continue to press. Dackberry is going to find a wide open Pacer player, and that's one more time Ballinger with the dunk. Things moving a little too quickly now. See the dunk here from Isaac, who just weaved through a couple folks and went up for the slam. Ballinger went right back at him the next play down the floor. And Jordan Thomas got fouled there. So he'll head to the line for 2. Could be a 7-point game after this one.
30 points.
Jordan's got to make them both, though.
30.5 in the clock.
There's one. Prestwood and McCorkle into the game. Better shooters than Isaac Thomas. We have just about every single person on the team that can hit a 3 is in there right now.
That's what they need.
JT makes them both. 82-75. Hill checks in.
Down by 7, 30.5 left in the game.
Justin Kay fouls Ballinger. Once again, Paris Ballinger back to the line. Lost track of how many times Paris has been to the line the last few minutes.
Seemed like Bobcats able to pick up the fouls to give them free throws, and then Aiken just had the free throws right back.
Pacers will pull their players back, try and defend. Any 3 balls that come their way after the Ballinger free throws. .75-82, and Ballinger misses one.
And he's just smiling at his teammates after missing that.
He's had to be the line a whole heck of a lot. He's been camped out there. Makes the second, though. 8-point game.
27 on the clock.
See if JT just pulls up here. He does. Just missed it. Might try it again. Thomas going to pull up again. Misses that one. And that just might do it.
15.9 on the clock. 8-point lead for Aiken.
$83-75 this time.
This is pretty much just extra butter on the bread here for Aiken.
Robert Hill at the line instead of Ballinger, and the big man makes it. Nine-point game, 15.9 left on the clock. Roberts gets the rebound. Thomas back the other way quickly. Thomas just pulling up. He's got the green light. Airballs this one. Press was going to head back out. Turns, fires, misses that one. Thomas going for the rebound, and that will do it from the Centennial Center here on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Hope you had a happy holiday, folks, and thanks for joining us here on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Bobcat men fall in this one 84-75. Aiken pulls away late. Bobcats can't recover. We'll talk to Coach Gaines about the game here in just a moment as the Bobcats fall in this one. Final score, 84-75. Sam Jones here with Coach Gaines on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Hey, Coach, you guys almost made that really interesting there at the end.
Yeah, I give Coach Vanderslice credit. He had his guys prepared, and he's a good coach, and they have good players, and, give them all the credit. They just came in here, and I thought our effort was good. They just beat us.
Absolutely. They were a quality team. It seems like they were really pushing the pace of things a lot. That kind of get you guys out of rhythm, you think, early on?
37-34 at half is just too fast for us. I wish it had been 31-25 or 37 points at half is just way too many points for us to give up. And I know they scored 47 in the second half, but a lot of those were fouls. Give them credit. They stepped up and made 76% of their free throws. And we made 67% of our free throws, and that was the difference in that's the difference in the game. One of the differences.
Well, you guys have been kind of going through an interesting stretch here. A few overtime losses and overtime win last Saturday. It's an interesting stretch for a young team. How are they kind of progressing from it?
Yeah, you know what? I think they're working hard. They're listening. They're being good teammates. I give our guys a lot of credit. Even though we didn't win the game, we kept battling. I think. What do we have it down to, Sam? Do you remember?
It got back down to about 7, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's nip tuck with 7 points, and the kids kept battling. We only had 10 turnovers against that pressure, so that was a good thing. We were 17 for 40 from the 2. That's okay. But there's one major problem for our team right now is just stepping up and hitting those threes. JT, who had another monster night, 27 points, 5 for 10 from the three-point line, and everybody else was 1 for 11. And bottom line is, besides JT, who's had an outstanding year, the team is not shooting the ball well from the perimeter. And against the zone, you got to shoot some of those. And 1 for 11 from the 3 for everybody besides JT, that hurt.
That hurt.
Yeah, that
but
hurt.
it's still a team great fight, as
Yeah.
always, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys back again, I think, in a couple Wednesdays
Hey,
or so.
I appreciate the support. You know, it's a crazy game. And sometimes when you win by one, you feel great. And when you lose by one, you feel terrible. But I actually feel okay after this game. You know, as good as you can feel after a loss, I just think against them, they're one of the more talented teams in our conference. They're good defensively. They have firepower all across the board. And, you know, we beat that team up on their at their place, and they beat us here. So you split with one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the conference. It's not all bad, Sam. We'll go back and watch the film, and I believe in our guys. But when you're playing sophomore, freshman, you know, junior, senior, junior, you know, we have a young team, and win or lose, every time we get a game in, it's a win for Georgia College. So I appreciate the support and give the credit to Aiken and Coach Vanderslice.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Bobcats can't
Thank
get it
you.
done
Go
tonight.
Bobcats.
But one of the lessons
Thanks.
along the way. Thanks so much, Coach. That'll wrap it up here for the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Sam Jones, thanks to Connor Cook for joining us on the broadcast. Thanks to Jason Thornton for pressing the buttons way, way up above me. 84-75, the final score tonight. Bobcats fall in this one. We'll see you later on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.